What's up, world? Welcome back to another episode of Clark Reviews. It's your boy Donovan. Now, I know I'm late. Forgive me. I was out of town, and this news came out, and it was sad, but I couldn't really dive into it like I could here at home base in the Batcave. Okay? So, as you know, or if you didn't know, I am sorry to drop this news on you that Daredevil was canceled on Netflix, so there will be no season 4. Yes, the show, probably the best show out of the Daredevil Marvel Universe on Netflix, was canceled after its critically acclaimed third season, from what I've been told. I didn't know it was critically acclaimed. It was really good, but I didn't know it was, critics loved it like that. But it's gone. Out of here. Got the axe. So, according to, I almost said sources like I got sources and ish, but some of the articles I read is that, the official statement from Netflix goes as this: Marvel's Daredevil will not return for a fourth season on Netflix. We are tremendously proud of the show's last and final season, and although it's painful for the fans, we feel it best to close this chapter on a high note. We're thankful to showrunner Eric Olson, the show's writers, stellar crew, and incredible cast, including Charlie Cox as Daredevil himself. And we're grateful to the fans who have supported the show over the years. While the series on Netflix has ended, the 3 existing seasons will remain on the service for years to come, while the Daredevil character will live on in future Marvel projects. That's kind of similar to how they always talked about the Immortal Iron Fist will live on after they canceled that show. Another article, so let me give you this one. So actually, Marvel's official statement goes: Marvel is extremely grateful to the huge audience that loved Marvel's Daredevil. From the moment of young Matt's first act of heroism to the birth of Paige, Murdoch, and Nelson, it has been an unbelievable journey. We are incredibly proud of the amazing showrunners and writers, starting with Drew Goddard, Steve McKnight, Mark Ramirez, Doug Petier, and Eric Olson. Charlie Cox, Deborah Ann Wool, Eldon Henson, Vincent D'Onofrio, I don't know how to say his last name, Kingpin. And our cast who brought our characters to life with such excellence, and every one of the fantastic crews in NYC. We look forward to more adventures with the Man Without Fear in the future. So it almost like leave you hanging, like there's going to be, like this series is going to come back somehow. But from what I've also read is that, so in case you didn't know this, Disney is starting their own streaming service. I've heard it's a priority for 2019, 2020. For all Disney related content, and we know that Disney owns half the world, Marvel included, you have access to all their streaming, from classics to the new stuff, with a service, a monthly charge, kind of like Netflix or like DC Universe, right? So people think, well, hey, they canceled on Netflix because they're starting their own show. They're going to move all those series over. It's not what I'm reading. So apparently, Rolling Stone TV critic Alan Sepinwall went on Twitter and talked about it. He said, the execs have already said they don't want these shows on the Disney service, adding, and even if they did, the nature of the contracts would make it virtually impossible. They're done. Says he goes on to point out that the crucial difference between Marvel Studios and Marvel Entertainment, behind-the-scenes drama, led Disney to split these two subsidiaries apart back in 2015. The Disney Plus Marvel shows are all being made by Marvel Studio figures, who do not like or get along with the Marvel TV execs that made Daredevil, etc. While it's technically possible for Marvel Studios to make a Daredevil series in a few years' time, he suggests that they recast some of the Sony digit Andrew Garfield in favor of Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Sepinwall is hardly impressed at the division, referring to it as so bad and hilarious. But he's also not going to pretend that animosity and conflict isn't there. So apparently Disney execs do not want the shows on Netflix on their streaming service. Don't know why. Just because it's the studios not getting along, or the different divisions of Marvel not getting along under the Disney umbrella, or they don't want the mature content on there, because one of these other articles talked about they just want their family friendly material on there. Those are rather mature. They're made for Netflix. One other one talks about, and with the original stated shows among Netflix original series, up to a week before it was canceled, according to the latest numbers by Parrot Analytics, which I'm not sure what that is. I mean, it's analytics, but I don't know what that I'm not familiar with that exact company. Said because Netflix doesn't release viewership statistics, as I've said before in another video, maybe for Luke Cage. These measurements are based on desire, engagement, and viewership, and give weighted value to the amount of likes that a show accumulates, as well as actual total viewings. According to these numbers, only Narcos, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and Stranger Things ranked higher than Daredevil in these areas on Netflix over the same time frame. Ranked fourth in viewer demand among Netflix original series. So it was the fourth popular original Netflix series, and it got canceled. Also, the writers were working on and pitched season 4 to the Netflix executives. One actually says they had the storyboard all plastered on the wall and were excited because it was going to be cool as F. So obviously didn't go over well, because their fourth highest viewed original series is no longer active, or by fourth season is not going to happen. So, and there's a rumor going around that Netflix didn't cancel the show, Marvel did. So the final say-so was with Marvel, and they canceled the series. You know, I'm kind of indifferent about it. You know, I really like the Daredevil show. You know, I'm a huge fan of Luke Cage. Was a huge fan of the Luke Cage show. I thought Luke Cage was the coolest, but Daredevil definitely had the best fight scenes, especially them 3 long fight scenes in each season. But this, I think I said this in my Daredevil season 3 review, that the last season cemented Daredevil as, out of all those Marvel shows on Netflix, Daredevil was the best show. Like in terms of pure viewership, and just watching the show, it was the best quality. You know, I like Luke Cage, but that last season put me over the top for Daredevil. Like, it was the best one. So I don't know. You know, Disney executives, head honchos, people that write the checks, make all the money. Sometimes these guys are just selfish people who don't care about the fans. They just care about the bottom dollar. You know, they try to play the long game. Here, let's cancel it. We'll relaunch it in a few years, and we'll get our money back, because we'll own all of the rights to it. We don't have to use Netflix. We use our own service, so we get even more money back. Like, I don't know. I just, you know, as a fan that watches it, you know, you're kind of like, WTF? Why? What was wrong? Like, y'all can't work something out for the people that pay money for your service? Obviously not. So, it's kind of the writings on the wall for Jessica Jones and the Punisher. You know, you kind of feel bad for the Punisher, because he's got his first season, and then they're working on season 2, and then you're like, well, why even do it? They're going to cancel the show. Like, I get one more to get my paycheck. I'm not going to put all my heart and soul in here. Why? I'm canceling my ish anyway. So that's kind of how I would be. Like, why go into it? Like, it's almost a losing battle. Why go into it? Be excited when that would almost be like a morbid set. Like, you go into it, hey guys, we got 8 episodes. After this, it's over. So let's just get it over with. That's kind of how I would be. Like, it's just kind of messed up, man. Daredevil, Luke Cage were good shows. Iron Fist got better. I don't like Jessica Jones. That can go. Punisher was good. Yeah, that does not belong on a family-friendly streaming service. But I don't know. It's just silly. Like, y'all can't work something out. You just go cancel a good thing. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know. I don't get it. We'll never get a straightforward answer. And if they do it, it'll be a completely different tone, cast, and crew. Similar story, just a different angle. So let me know how you guys feel about Daredevil getting canceled in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed my video, please like, share, and subscribe to your boy's channel. If I get a notification that you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe back to you. Game recognized game. Until next time, y'all take it easy. Peace.